What? This kinda looks strange. Ah, it's from the roof, okay. So it's just the bird would be as big as the humans. So he basically killed himself here. Why would he do this? Wow, those guys are insane. Martin Fisher. There's actually no light here. And there's one of those things again, where I can put my finger or my arm in. I'm not sure I did it just with all of the things, you know. I think it's actually a bad decision if there is like multiple endings in the game. But I did it already so often, so I don't know. I think it's actually making contact with the wall. For some point. Hey, Bangkok 66, what's up? Hope you understand English. I just try to speak only English in stream, otherwise it gets really confusing. Well, if you want to play the game, you should play it, and you should not ask. There will be a lot of spoilers here actually if you're gonna watch the trailer or if you're gonna watch the stream now. It's not much. It's a little bit a horror game, but it's mostly an adventure. That's very story driven, a science fiction adventure. You know, I would not really. It's in the direction of Matrix, so you don't play something like this, okay? Anyway, it's a really good game.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
It's a pretty good game and has pretty good story. I'm actually really surprised how good the story is. It's the same here, yeah. So, if you don't play anything like this, you know, I can just tell you the story. But the game is just so good, so, you know. Anyway, there's actually an accident happens You actually get into a car accident, and then you get actually to a doctor that wants to do a certain research method about the brain, how he can help you, which actually simulates, a copy of your brain, and so they can actually test all the methods of treatment before on the simulation.
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
So you saved the whole staff digitally on these chips?
That was the plan.
So basically, they created a digital copy of a brain, so they could actually treat it, and then look what the best treating is, and then finally apply the treating. But then you actually awake on this, underwater facility, and it's pretty strange because it seems humanity died because there was a big meteor crash on Earth.
Broken. Damaged. Bust.
There was actually a big meteor crash on the Earth, so only few people survived in this underwater facility. And in order to make humanity live for it, there's
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
It's actually they're planning to do something called the ARC, which is a virtual reality machine or system that is gonna be shot into space, and they would actually use those copies of the images of human minds and copy this into the ARC, so everyone could live there forever, But something went definitely wrong because they created a AI, artificial intelligence computer, and he actually got out of control. And also, the way how they treated the whole project is kind of really strange, because they told everyone to kill themselves, so there would be no more than one copy of your image. And people would need to kill themselves so they could actually live on the Ark, which sounds pretty strange to me, because I cannot actually think that if you would copy, the image of your mind, that it would still be you. I think it would be just another you, but just another copy. That's basically just a very hypothetical and philosophical question. And I'm basically here, I awake here, and I'm also a robot. So I'm just a copy of my... I can show you. That's how I look like.
Simon, the last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Akers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. Seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Doesn't sound good. There's this
is
machinery.
Where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the art project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
So Catherine was actually the one who designed the whole ARC system, and with the help of the AI, obviously, because she couldn't do it alone, you know. And so she was gonna get maybe responsible for the deaths, but of course she isn't. But it's still, you know, it's kind of the dilemma if scientists go too far, you know, even if they know the risks and they value science more than anything else. Because, well, it's just science, you know, so...
See.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Dr. Munchi, what the fuck? The Nanami composition type, compressed Nakajima neurograph. Dr. Berg was also the guy that was working with Munchi. I think, I'm not sure right now. Dr. Munchi?
David Munchi. How did this... What is this? Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
What?
You are one of Dr. Munchi's templates. A legacy scan.
I see. Basically was maybe the first scan it happened to be.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
This is freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Wei.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file.